Leonis, it's good to see you again, my friend, from last week, saying, hey, Matt, can you suggest some sustainable and easy to make meals and snacks when trying to eat on a surplus? Really appreciate your tips and hard work. So a lot of times when people are looking at snacks, we get into the snacky foods, right? And this is one of the reasons why I'm not a big snack kind of food guy. For me personally, I will meal prep or I will make food. And if I'm going to have a quote snack, it's just a smaller meal. Like I'm eating meal things like sandwiches. I've got a couple of little things in my cupboards. I got some granola bars. I got some nuts. I'm a big fan of these perfect bars that you can get out here, especially like at Costco, which are basically like a compressed nut butter in a bar. They're like 300 calories a piece, which is pretty cool. And those might be a bit of a snack for me. But for the most part, I like a good full-on meal half the time. When I was bike racing in college, I didn't snack. I just ate more meals, like full-on meals. I was visiting the school cafeteria more than I was visiting some of my classes, where I'd load up my tray and eat, and then I'd go to class and come back a few hours later and eat again. So I recommend eating more like whole food, like meals like that. Sandwiches are a good one that I like to do a lot. I'll just line right up with like make 3 or 4 sandwiches right in a row, wrap them up in saran wrap, have those for the day kind of thing. You know, that scene in the, well, maybe I'm dating myself here, but in the Breakfast Club where Emilio Estevez's character, he's the wrestler with the big appetite and he's pulling out one sandwich after another from a full on, he didn't have a brown paper bag for his lunch. He had a full on brown paper grocery bag. If you remember back in the day, you could get grocery bags in brown paper bags. That literally was me in high school. I had like 3 sandwiches that I would eat before the end of the school day, along with other things like apples and cookies and things like that. So that's usually what I recommend when people are trying to eat more is make some more sandwiches. Have a couple more Tupperwares of whatever meal you're making. When I meal prep, I'll make a big old cauldron of food on my stovetop and I'll just pour everything I can in this thing. I got pasta, I got chicken, I got beef, I got sausage, I got veggies galore and stuff. And I'll make a ton of these containers for it. And I'll have a couple of those containers, especially if I know I'm going to be out for most of the day, that I can just quickly heat and eat sort of thing. So focus on those sorts of things. Because a lot of times I find when people are like, oh, I'm trying to build muscle, they're eating like these little protein bars and protein shakes and things. And no, dude, come on. That's not like really satisfying food. Like go out and get like a full-on meal kind of stuff. That's what you want to make your staple for your meals. It's really hard to eat adequately when you're basically eating processed supplements all of the time.